Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Orion here. Today, I wanted to do a video on the Halo Infinite tech preview that just got done this past weekend and just give my overall thoughts on how I felt about the game overall, considering this was my first time playing Halo Infinite. So let's just say that I don't feel that 3 days is quite enough to necessarily say how I feel about the game, whether or not I'm going to buy it at full price when the game releases, or whether or not I feel like it's going to be adequate enough for long term down the line for years to come, because at the end of the day, this is the first Halo game that we are getting in about 5 to 6 years. I mean, again, not many people know this, but the last time we got a Halo game was 2015 with Halo 5 Guardians. I mean, it feels weird just knowing that it's been that long and that we're here in 2021. We're already getting another one, that we're getting a new one here now. And so, you know, who's to say when we'll end up getting Halo 6 or whatever the next Halo is going to be called, like if we'll get it within the next 3 or 4 years, because at this point I kind of feel that could be the case now with this franchise and with this IP. I do feel like the time in which another Halo game will be, you know, brought to the public will be roughly, I'd say, maybe 3 to 4 years. I feel like that's probably going to be what it's like down the line. And look, at the end of the day, I'm just hoping that Halo Infinite was worth all of those 5 to 6 years that they've been working on it. I really hope it was worth it. And so, to basically start it off, I had fun. I will admit it. I did have fun playing Halo Infinite for the only 3 days that I did get, and for the time ranges that I was allowed to play, because if you didn't know this, during this weekend, we were only allowed to play the game during certain increments of time. So basically, we were only allowed to play the game for 3 to 4 hour stretches. So for me, it was from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock, or from 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock at night. And then they would take the game offline, and we couldn't play it for certain hours. And so I thought that kind of threw off the flow of, you know, when and I knew when to play the game, because at the end of the day, I am living my own life in real life, and I have to be able to know when to play the game. And so it kind of conflicted with my schedule. So I didn't really get so much playtime with this. I would say that I played roughly maybe 5 or so hours of Halo Infinite this weekend. I mean, it really wasn't that much, to be honest. Like, I might even be generous. I don't even know if it was 5 hours, but you know, I have to say, like, look, I do think that there is something into this game that I think will ultimately boost it for years to come. And I had fun. I had fun for the 3 days that I got a chance to play this game. Now, of course, we were only allowed to play 3 different types of game modes. That one being Big Team Battle, Arena Slayer, like the Arena Slayer type where it's 4v4, and then we got to play against what's called like bots arena, like where you could face off against non-real players, bots. And basically, I'm assuming it's like a training ground like way of like shooting at non-real players to get like a practice for the game, like a feel for it. And they had their own thing for that, where you could go into training and shoot at targets that weren't moving. And it was a good way of getting you into the feel of Halo Infinite, because I would overall say that Halo Infinite to me feels really like it is a mix of both old school Halo and then newer Halo. So basically, it feels like Halo 5 Guardians mixed with older Halos. Like, I don't know. I haven't played every Halo ever. I would say more of like the Halo 2s, Halo 3s. I've seen gameplay for those games, so I would say those are the ones that it feels most when we're talking about old school Halo. So yeah, it's very interesting, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it. I really do like that they're going with that spin on it, that it's kind of like a mix of both, you know, generations of what we've grown up with Halo, because technically Halo 4 is the game I grew up with Halo. I grew up with Halo 4. That was the Halo game that I grew up with back in the day, back whenever that game came out. I don't know the year off the top of my head, but I grew up playing Halo 4, and then, of course, that gradually, went into Halo 5. And so I wasn't around for Halo 2, Halo 3, not even Halo Reach, and Halo Reach was close. I was close to being growing up with Halo Reach, but I wasn't there. So I get the feeling of the game, and I do like the feeling of what the game brings. And I like the weapons. I like how they brought some stuff back that, is, usual Halo. Like, they brought a lot of stuff back that I really like that they did. And also with the inclusion of newer weapons, like, for the rest of this week, guys, it's going to be all Halo Infinite videos for the rest of the week, going into next weekend, which, of course, if you don't know this, next weekend, we are getting the Battlefield 2042 beta, the first beta for people to actually play. And I'm going to be playing that on the 8th and the 9th, I believe, if I'm correct, which is the open beta, because I haven't pre-ordered the game, so I'm not going to get it as early as other people. So for the rest of this week, you're just going to be getting Halo Infinite videos, basically showing off some of the new guns and stuff. So, and then of course showing off some new gameplay from certain maps. So that's basically what you're going to be getting for the rest of the week. And overall, again, I did have a fun time playing this game. Ultimately, if I had to give some criticisms to what I saw, I would say that the only criticisms that I have was that I was experiencing a lot of lag spikes during this tech preview. It wasn't all the time, but I did get it a lot in certain games that I was playing. I was getting like minor to sometimes major lag spikes. I wasn't full-blown lagging. Like, thankfully, I wasn't full-blown lagging. I was just getting spikes here and there. So that's one criticism I would get. Maybe that's not the fault of the game itself. That's maybe just the fault of the fact that it was a tech preview and, they just could only do so much with what they could. And then the other thing that I have a criticism for is that I think, and maybe this is just because I was playing one map. Maybe they have other maps that they're bringing in. But playing Big Team Battle really did get annoying at times. I have to say, like, maybe it was the map itself, but I found myself really not all the time enjoying the Big Team Battle experience. And to be frank, I think that is one of the key core game modes that you need to perfect in a game like Halo for it to be, fun for a lot of people. Big Team Battle, I don't know. There was just something about playing Big Team Battle in this aspect of what they gave us for this weekend that it just felt off. I don't know. It felt weird to me. It felt like I couldn't get into a groove of playing. And admittedly, yes. Look, it's a newer Halo game for me. I don't. It's not like I'm playing Halo all the time. Like, to be quite honest, like, I haven't played Halo 5 in a long time now. It's been a while since I've played Halo 5. And it's not like it's a game that I openly play all the time. I've actually been playing Halo Reach a lot recently. Halo Reach is a good fun game that I've been enjoying playing. And you just have to mess with the settings in this game, and you have to get a feel for it. And that's the thing with something like Halo. It's really a game that you need to focus on your core aspects of how you play and the settings that you want so that you feel good when you're playing the game, no matter what game mode it is, whether that's Big Team Battle or Team Slayer, no matter what it is. And I think ultimately, with the settings that I put onto my to my game, I would say was enough that I did get a feel, and not all the time was I always on point when playing. But at the end of the day, I do think that there was something about the Big Team Battle experience that just felt off for me. I had way more enjoyment playing, the smaller 4v4 aspect with the Team Slayer and all the other stuff with just the 4v4 aspect. I think the 4v4 aspect, this might be controversial to say, but I think the 4v4 aspect could be really, really good in this game if they keep it the way it is now, while also, adhering to some of the qualms that some people might have with it. I think the 4v4 experience could be good, and that's what a lot of people want a good Halo game to be. It's just that it has a good 4v4 experience. So with that being said, I don't really think I have much more to say. Again, I didn't have much playtime with this weekend and this tech preview, and ultimately, I feel like I need more. And I think we are getting other betas down the line until this game releases in December. So maybe I'll get a chance to get more gameplay for you guys down the line if we get another beta sometime soon. So other than that, I don't really have much more to say. Overall, I would grade this tech preview as decent. I would say it was an okay. I think it was an okay tech preview from what I would say. I had fun. I really did have fun. And I'm hoping this game turns out like that for the foreseeable future when it releases. So guys, I got nothing more to say about that. So be prepared, be ready. I'm going to be having all Halo Infinite gameplay and videos for the rest of the week, leading up to the 2042 beta that will be on the Jeez, I can't even speak right now. That will be over this next upcoming weekend. I will be sure to get so many. If I can, I will be sure to get as many videos out for the Battlefield 2042 beta as humanly possible, because once that's done, we're going to be going into Far Cry 6, I think, right after that. So stay tuned for that. I can't wait to play the next beta, and yeah. I thank you guys all so much for tuning into this video. If you are new to the channel, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And I want to hear what you guys I want to hear what you guys had to say about the beta yourselves in the tech preview. Did you like the tech preview? Did you not like the tech preview? What are some things that you wish that they might fix, or some things that you want them to keep? Let me know down in the comments. I would greatly appreciate it. And so that'll do it for me, guys. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.